the parent and child. I have 3 children, including one I'm married to. Ooh, ouch. That husband, that wife, is the 3rd child. Often, of course, it's us husbands who are seen as the 3rd child. A parent might joke in that way. I have 3 children, and the one I'm married to is the 3rd one. Might be a joke, but a lot of truth in it, I guess. They feel responsible for nurturing their partner, whom they regard as less capable. And you might hear them saying to their partner, "We're going out in a minute. Have you got your coat?" Can you also see that TA, transactional analysis, that parent, adult, child that I told you about? Can you see that at work in this parent-child relationship? And this type of pattern often develops after a couple have had children, because they've had a chance to practice on how to be parent to the child. So they now can switch that approach to being a parent to the other adult partner in the relationship. But it may also occur when one partner becomes vulnerable, for instance, after they have been ill, after they lose their job. Or maybe the dynamic a couple start out with is that parent and child relationship. That's going to be a problem, that one, because if the other grows up or tries to change, and some people, some partners need somebody to care for, to nurse, so if the patient starts to get better, it's going to perturb the relationship because they've got nobody to look after and care for because the patient is recovering or the other partner's growing up and taking their responsibility. It's going to perturb the couple fit. The parent partner is attracted because they feel that in caring for the other person, they found a purpose in life. Is that you? This is a hard one, isn't it? Because if, for example, you were the eldest child that got used to looking after the younger children in your household as you grew up because of mum and dad's busyness of life, as you grow into adulthood, you may want another child to look after because you're so used to looking after the younger siblings. Ooh, this one's hurting a bit, isn't it? For some of you. Ooh, yuck. You may have to rant and rage against me for saying some of this, but actually what I'm trying to do is help you to shine a light on you and see if this fits you. Because the couple dynamic fit like this may not be working and may have stopped working, and the other partner may have wanted to come out of their role, but you've not let them. It's really difficult to change parent and child fits. Oh, here's this other interesting couple style that this article identifies. It's called idol and fan. Idol, idealize, and fan. Everything is black and white for this couple. One person is all good, everything about them is wonderful, and the other person worships them. It may be that in reality, both are successful, but one adopts the role of worshipper to boost the other's self-esteem. In some cases, the idol may collude in telling the fan that they are inferior and will never find anyone else to love them. This kind of relationship can be short-lived because there's no room for either to develop and to grow out of the role. And if they try to, and if they do, it's going to perturb the relationship. You know, whenever I use the term perturb, I'm thinking about seeing a beautiful still lake. And then you standing on the bank, throw a pebble into the middle of that beautiful still lake. And when you throw the pebble in, plop, what do you see? You start to see the ring of ripples getting wider and wider and wider and wider. That's what I call perturbing. And if you apply that to the relationship, perturbing the relationship, it's a bit like the seesaw. If one does a movement on one side of the seesaw, remember Jake and Jasmine, it's going to have a corresponding impact on the other side. So, in this idol and fan collusive fit, it's more likely that the idol will have a series of short-lived relationships with different fans. But they'll adopt the stance, you don't appreciate me, so I'm off with someone who does. Then, of course, they could have a chase going on, a cat and mouse, to try and get the idol back. This Babes in the Woods couple seem to share everything from opinions to hobbies to clothes. And these two individuals recognize each other's similarities and are reassured by the similarities. It's a pattern typically found in new relationships or where the partner, one of them, may feel insecure. Perhaps they've been hurt in the past, so security appeals to them. Babes in the Woods can be so focused on each other that it's difficult for anyone else to penetrate their world, their relationship, including friends, even children. They are often described as best friends with a strong and united front, but that makes them impenetrable. They're lacking the differential spark. They're lacking differenceness. If this works for the couple, who are we, even as therapists, to get in the way? But of course, if the couple present, it probably is because it isn't actually working like they would like it to be working. The relationship, that is just not working. The dynamic actually isn't working and is not fulfilling. But they don't understand why. So what we're here to do is help them to see and better understand. Move stuff from the unconscious to the conscious. In this article, she goes on to find even more collusive fit names. This one's called the grown-ups. And this is a functional relationship between two mature people at ease with their differences and with little interest in conflict. They are sensible and accommodating. It might sound ideal, but beware. This is not a relationship of peak emotions. This couple might not be spontaneous, and there won't be challenges. These two will never have to face their dark side, and so their relationship may lack a little fire. It could be boring. But if we're boring together, that's fine. It's not for anyone else to give you something you don't want. But if you're listening to this webinar, maybe actually one of you wants change. You need to begin a conversation. Which one of these collusive fit are you?
Single, but want to better understand why? Preparing for marriage and want to give it your best shot. Perhaps you're in a partnership, a couple, and want to address some issues. Maybe it's a marriage, but it just ain't working too well. Are you a couple, but know it could be better? Consider a diagnosis, a form of MOT for the relationship. Want to limit passing on the stuff to the children? Because we know that childhood development really does impact the shaping of us and how we go on to do adult life. Want to maximize the quality of your relationship? Perhaps communication just definitely is not working well. Conflict needs managing, needs resolving. Sex, the first casualty when there is conflict, may be something of a sense of a mismatch, but there are definitely some problems in sex. Maybe you're long time married and you've settled, but you know you haven't settled for good enough. Consider the Kairos Center video on demand program. In that program, you'll cover a lot of topics from A to Z, and you can do it in the comfort of your own home at your leisure, and have some periodical homework review sessions with me from time to time at your leisure. Maybe you would prefer secure webcam where one of you or both of you come for maybe weekly sessions. There's something for everyone in the Kairos relationship program. Contact me today. Whether you're in a partnership, a marriage, these things are true. Marriage is not the coming together of two people. It's actually a clash of two cultures, two experiences, two memories, two habits, two morals, two values. And that is a formulation for destruction, says Dr. Miles Monroe. Also, Dr. Creflo Dollar has said, marriage is the place of our healing. Don't leave it too quickly. And if I add a little bit extra to that, you're destined to repeat the problems. So why not work through this partnership in order to address the issues, which is more about me than the other person, and then make an informed decision about what you do for the future of the relationship. Send me a message. It's time to get your quality of life and relationship back on a proper footing.